So section 1.5 is a lot like 1.4, except instead of translating a phrase, you're actually translating a sentence, a whole sentence. So you're not going to get an expression, you're going to get an equation with an equal sign in it. But besides that, it's very similar to the last section. The only real new piece of information is the word is. That translates into an equal sign. So is equals. And if you just translate as you go, you can make your equations. So 12 more than means plus the number p is equals 37. So your final equation is basically just that. 12 plus p equals 37. Okay, so the first three of these examples I think are pretty easy. Number 2 is 40 decreased by the number m is 24.5. So 40 decreased by, according to that blue chart in the last section, is minus the number m. M is equals 24.5. So you get 40 minus m equals 24.5. All right, pretty simple. Example 3 says the product of 58 and the number n is 1. Well, product, you have to know that means multiplication. So the product, you're multiplying 58 and the number n. That product is 1. So 58 times n is 1. So just to condense it, 58n equals 1 is your equation. Now, those are fairly straightforward. They can add a few more things that make it a little confusing, so you have to be careful. Twice the sum of a number and 4 is 10. Now, remember sum, the word sum, when you see that, let me highlight it. In your mind, think about the possibility of needing parentheses. So it's not always the case. If I said the sum of 2 and 3 equals 5, it's just 2 plus 3. But sometimes there's a little more to it, and you need a parenthesis for the sum part. Here, it's twice the sum of a number and 4. So twice the sum, and the sum is going to go in the parenthesis, of a number and 4, number and 4, because sum is addition, is equals 10. All right. So I'm just going to put a note with the word sum. You may need parentheses. Okay. Example 5 says when a number is multiplied by 4 and the result decreased by 6, the final result is 10. So when a number is multiplied by 4, let me start there. Don't write n4. it's kind of a grammatical thing, but in algebra, the number, the coefficient, always comes before the variable. So this is a number multiplied by 4. When a number is multiplied by 4 and the result means the result of this, the 4n. When this, the result is decreased by 6, decreased by subtraction, so you're getting smaller by 6. You're taking 6 away from this product. The final result is, there's the is, 10. So there's your equation. And you don't have to solve these, you just have to translate them in this section. That's really the trickiest part. The solving we'll get to later. All right, so let's do example 6. 3 less than, and I'm going to highlight less than because it's another phrase like, or another term like sum that you have to be careful of. Less than, if I say 3 less than the number x, it's tempting to do this because 3 comes first in the statement. It's not. You have to put the 3 after the x. So 3 less than the number x means you're taking 3 away from the x. So it comes after. Is equals 12. I can't tell you how many times I'm going to say this, but people still, this is still a sticking point. So if you can just right now put it in your mind that when you see less than, you have to be careful. There's something unusual about it. It's a little red flag that should pop up. And if you get that now, it's going to save you a lot of headaches down the road because less than shows up a lot. So just be careful. I'm going to put be careful with less than. All right. I think I have 2 or 3 more. 5 less than twice x is 3 more than x. Well, here's that less than. So right away, little red flag pops up, like a little caution flag. 5 less than twice x. Well, I'm taking 5 away from twice x. So here's my twice x. 5 less than that means I'm taking 5 away from it. So the 5 comes after the twice x. 5 less than twice x is equals 3 more than is addition, 3 more than x. So you have a variable on each side of the equation in this case. Now, one more example. Example 8, 6 times the number, which is, this one has a little which is. It's kind of another unusual phrase, something to watch out for. So 6 times the number, which is, the which is kind of says, it's going to tell you about the number, describing the number. Okay, so which is describing number. 6 times the number. Well, I don't want to put an n because the number, there's a little more to the number than just an n. That's what this which is says. 6 times the number, which is n less than 4. That is the number. The number is n less than 4. And there's less than again. So we have that also to deal with. So the number is n less than. See how I'm going to put the n after the 4. This is the number. 6 times the number, which is n less than 4, is, here's my equals, 8. And there's the equation. That's the end.